Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today is NFL Sunday. We got a slate of games here. I believe we have uh, 11 games. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. And then a Sunday night game that I'll do on a separate video. So let's get right into the games here. The first game we have here is the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. The 7-point spread, minus 285, run back of plus 240 for the Jets. And the Browns coming into this game playing really good football. They have a potential at the division next week if they win and the Steelers lose. This should be a interesting game because the Browns have lost a few players from COVID. I believe they have Jarvis Landry, Peoples-Jones, and Higgins out this week, which leads them to have not really much in the receiving game, which is going to be really interesting to see. For that, I'm going to go with the New York Jets here with the potential at the money line because there's a good chance that the Browns can lose this game just because they have a lack of weapons right now, and it's just not looking good for them. I know it's weird having the New York Jets actually winning a game, but they did it last week. And this Jets team could come out. They always seem to perform well in the first half, and I think they can at least cover that 7-point spread and keep it competitive. My model has the Jets winning by 0.3 points, so that is definitely a potential bet. Maybe only a half unit on the money line for me, but the New York Jets would be an interesting game here. And one thing that does suck is with the Browns, because I want the Browns to win this game. Strictly because I actually placed a bet last Monday before the Steelers Bengals game, and I got the Browns to win the division at 12-1. So if that could hit, that'd be really nice. But definitely this COVID concern is getting me a little nervous. That's why maybe a little bit of a hedge bet here with the New York Jets winning today. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans, 7 and the hook for the Texans. Minus 365, run back of plus 295. And this Bengals team finally gets a win. Ryan Finley looked okay. They beat a team that is falling apart right now in the Steelers. On the other hand, the Texans, they don't have any passing game. It's kind of like the Cleveland Browns, except for they just don't have any passing game. Kiki Kute is their top receiver, and David Johnson, which that's not a recipe for success here. So, I mean, this game overall is going to be a 100% pass for me. I'll give you the number for my model here. Has the Texans at 7.7, 2.2 points of value on this game. Hence, I'm not betting this game, and I don't want to lay money on these two crappy teams right now. So, yeah. Next, we have the Colts versus the Steelers. It is a pick 'em. I'm confused. So it's a pick 'em, and it has minus 127, plus 107, but the money line's plus 101, minus 121. So if you like the Colts, bet the pick 'em. If you like the Steelers, okay. Just a little bit of incorrect pricing there. Maybe I might figure out a number to bet both those at to try to profit for the day. But this game is kind of interesting. The Colts are missing their two offensive tackles. They're coming in. They're still battling for that division with the Titans. And on the other hand, the Steelers have lost 3 straight. They look bad. They can't run the ball. My model has the Steelers by 4.9 points. So for this video, I'm going to go with the Steelers money line. But because this was a -2 to open up, and I wasn't going to bet them at -2, but now that's a pick 'em. I'll probably give it a go, maybe, for the Steelers money line, which would also not help my my 12-1 bet, but maybe a little hedge bet. But Steelers are my lean. I'm probably not going to bet them today, and I'm just going to sit back and watch that game because that's going to be a really important game for the AFC playoff picture. But overall, I'm probably not betting that game. Next, we get the Chicago Bears taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars, 9-point spread, minus 450, run back of plus 360. Jacksonville now has the number one overall pick in the draft. They can thank the Jets for that, for fumbling their own tank. On the other hand, the Bears are looking like they have control of their own fate for the playoffs. After Arizona lost last night, with a win, they are in a playoff spot, which is crazy because they played terrible through the middle of the season. And I think they're going to get the win today, but it's going to be a backdoor cover. Mike Glennon is the quarterback for the Jaguars today. I think the Bears will bear it up and probably struggle to put them away and blow them out. That being said, I'm going to be taking the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 9 in this matchup because I think this game has backdoor cover written all over it. Next, we have the New York Giants taking on the Baltimore Ravens, 10.5-point spread, minus 525, run back of plus 420. Nice for the Giants. Daniel Jones is starting today for the New York Giants, but this offense has just looked lost. They just looked bad. They put up 6 points against the Cleveland Browns. There's just they put up, I think, 7 against the Cardinals. They've just looked lost the last few weeks. And the Ravens, I think, are going to probably take this game and run with it. 10.5, I think, is still a little bit to pay for this Ravens team. They are getting on a hot streak right now, just in time for the playoffs. My lean is the Baltimore Ravens minus 10.5, but this is going to be a no bet for me. My model has it minus 11.6 for the Ravens, so only 1.1 points of value on that line. Just not a game I'm betting. I only have, I think, 5 plays for this slate, or for these games, just because there's just not a lot of value today. And the Ravens are one of those where it's a lean for me, maybe a parlay piece, but definitely nothing I am betting straight up. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, 10.5-point spread, minus 550, run back of plus 430. The Falcons. Falcons coming off, I'm trying to remember what they did last week. Oh, yeah, they blew a lead, shocker, against the Buccaneers. And Chiefs coming off of another win where they pushed against the Saints. Now the Chiefs are 6-0 in their last 6 games, but 0-5-1 against the spread. Plain and simple, they're winning, but they're not covering. My lean in this game would be the Atlanta Falcons, but there's just not enough value here for me to actually bet the line at a 0.6 points of value on this line because my model has the Chiefs by 0.6 or by 9.9. So I'm not liking this line. Also, my survivor pick for this week is the Kansas City Chiefs to get it done against the Falcons. They're going to win this game and lock up the number 1 seed in the AFC. So I think the Chiefs win this game, and I lean the Falcons plus 10.5 though for the spread. But I'm not going to bet this game. I already have action with my survivor pool on them. Plus, there's just not enough value for me here. Next, we have the Denver Broncos heading to LA to play the Chargers. Chargers coming off of a Thursday night overtime win against the Raiders. And now they'll play the Broncos and then Chiefs. That'll probably not be starting their starters next week. So Chargers could could end the season winning 3 in a row and potentially save Anthony Lynn's job, but that'd be kind of funny. But overall for this game, it's just not a game I'm betting. I'm not trying to lay any money on either of these teams. The Broncos look terrible. The Chargers, Anthony Lynn, enough said. It's a 3-point spread, minus 151 for the Chargers, plus 131 for the Broncos. My model has this as Chargers by 2.9 points, so giving 0.1 points of value for the Broncos. Therefore, it is a 100% stay away from me. I'm just not a fan of trying to bet this game. It's just a complete and utter shit show. Next, we have the Carolina Panthers heading to Washington to play the Washington football team. Another one of these, it's a pick 'em, -101, -117 for the football team. I'll be taking the football team here, -117. I think they'll probably clinch the division today with a win and a Giants loss. Washington, I have them winning by 6.5 points. So 6.5 points of value, the second highest on the slate behind the New York Jets. So Washington looking like a very nice value play. I'm probably gonna have 2 units on them. They're just a high value team, and I'm really liking them. And the Panthers have just struggled the last few weeks. They've struggled to put up points, and they're now I think 4-10. So maybe next year for the Panthers, but I think the Washington football team comes out and they take care of business here and they win this game. Next, we have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. 1 point spread for this game, -121, run back of +101. A few weeks ago, Seahawks did lose to these Rams, but I think this Rams team a little different now. They're coming off of the worst loss that we've seen in years for any football team. They lost as 17.5-point dogs to the New York Jets, which is not something you really want to do. So my pick here is the Seattle Seahawks. My model has them at a -4.3, so 3.3 points of value. So it's probably the least value play I am playing on the slate. So I am going to probably bet Seattle -1 here. I think they get it done and potentially clinch the division here against the Rams today. And the last game we have here is the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It is a 3-point spread, -165 for the Eagles, +145 for the Cowboys. And the Cowboys are actually coming in looking pretty good. They've won their last few games. They beat the 49ers, the Vikings, and the Bengals. So they're coming in on a 3-game win streak, and I'm gonna continue to ride this win streak for them. I'm going with the Cowboys here, +3 and +145. I think they're just playing like the better team right now. And this is going to be a high-scoring game. Jalen Hurts has been looking decent for the Eagles, but I think the Cowboys can win this game today. And a nice +145 price tag seems very nice as well for these Cowboys. All right. So let's go over our picks for today. We only have 5 just because the value on these are not good enough for me. And the Steelers, I don't have any trust laying any money on them, even if there is a value. My plays today are the New York Jets +7, potentially the money line. Jacksonville +9, Seattle -1, Washington pick'em, and the Dallas Cowboys +3 and the money line. That is going to just about do it for this video. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified every single time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. We have tons of content here. We have the NFL, college basketball, college football, UFC, esports, NBA, WNBA, NHL, MLB. So we're going to have tons of content coming out to you guys. So be sure to subscribe and make sure you have those post notifications on so you know every single time we come out with a video here. But that is going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let's catch some tickets today, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.